occur in Crohn's disease.
Control of Crohn's means everything to me. Ask your gastroenterologist about Skyrizi. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
It's the first day of the first grade, and she found a new best friend. It's a laid-back Sunday afternoon you wish would never end. The homemade taste of Bluebell and good friends gathered round. The good old days are being made right now.
From the station that's on your side, News 12, first at 5, continues.
Well, developing right now out of Atlanta, the search is on for the suspect in a deadly shooting from earlier this afternoon.
Yeah, authorities say one woman is dead, 4 others are hurt, 3 of them critically. This happened at a Midtown Atlanta medical building. Dion Patterson has been identified as the suspect. He is still on the loose at this hour. Grady Hospital is calling this a mass casualty event. This is the 10th mass shooting in Georgia in 2023, according to the National Gun Violence Archive.
The manhunt for a suspect in the murder of a 13-year-old Augusta boy is now over. Authorities in Pennsylvania say 30-year-old Gregory Thornton is now in custody. Buddy Brown was murdered on March 28th while he was outside his apartment picking up a late-night food delivery right off of Broad Street.
News 12's Hallie Turner is live at 5. And Hallie, you spoke with Brown's family today. What did they have to say about all of this?
Well, it's a whirlwind of emotions ranging from relief to shock and disappointment because Buddy's family didn't find out from law enforcement about his killer's arrest. They found out around 11:45 this morning from News 12. Buddy's grandmother, Ineta Smith, says no word from the Richmond County Sheriff's Office has her family in constant worry over the last 6 weeks. They've had so many questions about this suspect, where he could be, is he back in Georgia, why police say he may kill Buddy, and worst of all, could we be in danger too?
It's bad when the family got there. Still all night, when is he at my back door? When is he outside? And I got an alarm, and the alarm goes, oh Lord, please Jesus, don't let don't let him be trying to break in the house and kill the whole family.
And coming up all new tonight on News 12 at 6 o'clock, we hear more on how this isn't the first time their family has lost a family member to gun violence and how they truly feel now that Thornton is behind bars.
Thanks, Hallie. I know that phone call is so emotional this morning for this family that's just been begging for answers from investigators and from the U.S. Marshals Service. So very happy that they're starting to get closure in this case that's just dragged on for them.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So we're going to switch gears to weather now, send things over to First Alert Chief Meteorologist Riley Hale. Riley, another gusty day for us here.
Absolutely. Well, another breezy afternoon for rain chances for the weekend in just about 10 minutes.
All right, thank you, Riley. 4-year-old Israel Scott drowned during his second day of swimming lessons at a private pool in Burke County. Now, nearly 1 year later, a bill dubbed Izzy's Law was signed by Georgia Governor Brian Kemp. It will create guidelines for private swim lessons, including a necessary student-to-instructor ratio, requiring supervisors and allowing parents to be at those swim lessons.
He loves superheroes, so like I kind of look at it like, you know, he's being a superhero to all the kids that love water, that want to take swim, and just making it safe for them because swim lessons is definitely important for the kids that love swim, and it should be done in a safe way. You shouldn't have to worry about, you know, something like this happening to your child because it crushed us.
It was hard to hear that, but she was talking about how he always loved superheroes, and you know what, now he can be somewhat of a superhero. His swim instructor was arrested in January, charged with involuntary manslaughter.
Celebrating a new dual enrollment program in Columbia County. Today, leaders from Augusta University and the Columbia County School District celebrated that launch. The new program will allow high school students to earn credits at AU, which can give them a head start in college.
Great opportunity for the students that are in high school right now to not only get the credit that they need for college, but also to get that college experience and have it in a convenient way by having the teachers and instructors from Augusta University come to the classroom where they live, if you will.
Professors will travel to all of Columbia County high schools to teach students, and students can now apply and register for fall 2023 dual enrollment courses.
South Carolina is one step closer to passing a new boating safety bill. It passed the House yesterday. It's already passed the Senate. Now the two branches must work out a compromise to send it to the governor's desk. The bill would require anyone born after July of 2007 to take a boater education course. The loved ones of a boat crash victim have been fighting for years to strengthen state boater safety law, which is currently one of the weakest in the Southeast.
I was crying up there. A lot of emotions are going through our bodies right now. My dad would be so proud. My mom, everything that she's lost, everything that's happened, it's not in vain. Other lives are going to be saved now.
The House and Senate are still ironing out the details on who would be exempt from taking these boating courses.
A school resource officer receiving the inaugural award for being the best in the role. Officer Dennis Barton works for Stevens Creek Elementary in Columbia County, and he won his safety programs in student engagement.
Can't believe I'd be recognized out of 40 officers. It's pretty good. I'm trying to make it fun for the kids, high fives, give them dab every day, go out to recess, go to lunch, eat with them. Just try to be their friend as you're on the law enforcement. Can be a positive role model, not always bad.
And Columbia County hopes to give an SRO this award every year from now on.
Kids look happy about it too. Today marks 90 years since James Brown was born. The American musician's name is hard to avoid if you live in Augusta and the surrounding area because of his impact in the South.
I think what's cool about Mr. Brown was that he was a worldwide figure, one of the most important people, artists, when you're talking about modern music. And for him to be from Augusta, just makes it special. I think that, we celebrate him and his accomplishments, with music and pop culture in general.
This Saturday, the James Brown Get Down kicks off at 3 in the afternoon. There will be free music, activities, and more. That's all at the parking lot of the Augusta Museum of History. It's an interesting kind of workout, and it's for a good cause. Just ahead when Live at 5 continues, why everyone gathered to pull a 233,000-pound jet. Riley?
That's a big one right there. Hey, we got blue skies, breezy conditions again this afternoon, but finally bringing some calmer conditions and possibly even some rain this weekend. I have an update for you just after the break.
Time in
This weekend, and right now it looks like those anglers could have to watch out for a few hit and miss storms on Saturday. Less likely though on Sunday. Those temperatures will be warmer as well, most likely hitting the low 80s. Next week we could actually hit the upper 80s at a few points later into our Tuesday and Wednesday afternoon. And by that time next week, it looks like we'll have more chance for a few storms.
Breaking news, an arrest made in a murder case 1 year to the day. It was last year on May the 3rd. Authorities say Charles Bradley was killed at the intersection of Hampton Avenue and Assembly Street in Aiken. The suspect, 34-year-old Freddie Simpkins, was arrested earlier today after a brief chase in North Augusta. He is now in custody and at the Aiken County Jail facing several charges, including murder.
Talk about a leg workout. Earlier today, hundreds of Delta employees literally pulling their weight to raise money for cancer research.
Madeline Montgomery shows us the amazing energy these workers brought to the runway.
A workout unlike any other.
Got my gloves. You have to have your anchor, and they do the heavy pull at the end, and the rest of us just pull with all our might.
Delta employees' jobs are usually to put these planes in the sky, but today they are staying grounded for a cause.
I love the energy. I love the enthusiasm. We've got Delta employees flying in from all over the country for, to me, the most worthy cause of all, to eradicate cancer.
This is the airline's 12th annual Jet Drag, raising money for the American Cancer Society.
We very much believe that we can improve lives through research, advocacy, and patient support.
Teams of 25 pull a 255,000-pound Boeing 757 25 feet.
It is crazy, and your adrenaline is just pumping. So when you get out there, for safety purposes, we warm up, but your adrenaline carries it. It's a lot of fun.
Well, it's a lot harder than a squat or a leg press. Thousands of Delta employees fly in from all over the country to be a part of this day.
Cancer really does touch everyone. I am a two-time cancer survivor, and everyone here has a special story, whether it's themselves, whether it's a loved one, a friend.
Over their 20-year partnership with the American Cancer Society, Delta has raised over $16 million.
This is incredible. I love seeing my team and the Delta team here side by side pulling for a great cause.
And I know I'd probably be the one sitting in the cockpit there, not doing anything, but all that legwork paid off. The group is set to bring in over $1 million for the American Cancer Society there. A great event. Well, is mom the type who spends a lot of time at her desk or outside in the garden? Well, you're in luck here. Just ahead for What the Tech, we'll look at even more tech gifts any mom will love. Coming up.
First, the most wonderful time of the year. Lit, Claritin Clear.
How do we decide what hotel to book? Here now, I got you. Choice Hotels has a hotel for every type of stay. Like a comfort with the kiddos. Spacious. That's what they all say. Stay twice and get a $50 gift card when you book direct at choicehotels.com.
Well, you've got less than 2 weeks to come up with a gift for Mother's Day, and if you're struggling to find something you think your mom might like, you might want to consider a tech gadget at this point.
Yeah, moms are a lot more tech savvy than you might think. Our consumer tech reporter, Jamie Tucker, has a few electronics moms might love to unwrap.
What the Tech, sponsored by Wow Internet.
This first gadget's not just for moms, but for anyone who sits at a desk and has to keep reheating the same cup of coffee.
The Ember mug keeps hot drinks hot. The handsome coffee mug gets a charge from this coaster, but it doesn't have to sit there like some other warming cups. Check this out. No matter where you take the mug, it keeps coffee or tea hot. Using the Ember app, she can select exactly how hot she wants it. 142 degrees, perfect for sipping. The Ember mug keeps it at exactly 142 degrees for about an hour and a half. It also has a tea timer. The Ember Smart Mug is hand washing safe. If mom has a pet, she's going to get a kick out of this pet robot. The U-Pet for dogs and cats is for their entertainment. Yeah, right. A companion for when you're not at home. The U-Pet has a camera, microphone, and a speaker so you can check in on them when you're away. My cat loved the laser pointer. You know how cats are. You control the robot with the app. It'll take photos, record video, and this button dispenses treats. Standby power for 15 days so you can check in when you're on vacation. A portable Bluetooth speaker is good for the home office or out in the garden. The Soundcore Motion Plus offers some of the best sound and bass of any Bluetooth speaker under $100. The battery lasts about 12 hours, super portable. Or if she's always on the move, the Soundcore Frame sunglasses have 4 speakers so she can listen to music and talk on the phone hands-free. The speakers and microphones are in the arms, and she can swap out the frames for her own style, and there are lots to choose from. The open ear design means she can listen to music and still hear things around her.
Not only will these tech gadgets be her favorite gift this year, you may actually be her favorite. That's What the Tech. I'm Jamie Tucker.
Title 42 of
Hours. The Greenbrier girls soccer team will be playing for a state championship.
News 12 Sports Director Dan Boot joins us now to help us set the scene as the Wolfpack prepare to write the final chapter of their storybook season. Dan.
Meredith and Will, the Wolfpack are knocking on the door of perfection. In order to complete their season unbeaten, they have one more game left to play, the Class 5A state championship game. Greenbrier has built up quite the resume this year. Going 19-0 is easier said than done, and having 15 shutouts, including their state semifinal victory over Northgate, says a lot about how special their defense is and how much chemistry this team has. The Wolfpack has prepared all year long for this moment, and they say right now it's all about going out there, doing their jobs, and playing their game.
The week of practice has been semi-normal. We're just trying to keep the positive vibes and energy going and trying to go into this game like it's every other game. And yeah, we have nothing to lose and everything to gain, so why not just leave everything on the field?
It's just really important to me that everyone knows that how much we put into this, and I'm just really proud of all of us, and I hope that we can put it away.
The Class 5A state championship game between the undefeated Greenbrier Wolfpack and the Chamblee Lady Bulldogs is tomorrow night at 5 o'clock over at Duluth High School.
All right, thanks for that, Dan. We will continue to see nights down into the 40s at least through Friday. Into the weekend, though, we'll get some of those warmer nights back. Now look at the 7-day forecast just after the break.
And a Coastal Carolina graduate making headlines as the youngest person to ever graduate from the school. How he did it. Next.
Accidents happen. While other teens are saying goodbye to high school, one 18-year-old is saying goodbye to Coastal Carolina University. Colin Schull majored in psychology with 3 minors in Asian studies, Chinese studies, and language and intercultural studies. He decided to attend the college's Scholars Academy his 9th grade year and managed to get that degree while also finishing high school. Now Schull says he's going to work on his doctorate, and why would you not? I mean, you did it so early.
Good for him.
Yeah, a lot of time. That's great.
Yeah, I bet
Very
his
impressive.
parents are thrilled because that's
Yeah.
undergrad they don't have to pay for.
That's pretty good.
That is incredible. Big congrats to him. I've heard of a few people coming out with college credits, but not an entire degree, and he actually had, I believe, 3 with that, so incredible stuff. And we got a beautiful day on tap. Here's a live look towards Topgolf, Bass Pro Shops, Costco. Blue skies outside again today. It's still a little bit breezy out there. Winds are sustained close to 15 miles an hour, gusts over 20 in a few spots. Temperature's very comfortable, though, right now into the 70s. For tonight, we're going to see those winds calm down. We're going to hang on to clear skies. Morning temperatures tomorrow will be anywhere from the low and mid-40s, so it will be a cool start to our Thursday. Later into the afternoon, we'll see a few high-level clouds move in, but temperatures should be comfortable again, most likely in the mid-70s. Heading into Friday, we are going to notice a few more clouds show up. A little bit of clouds will keep morning temps a little bit warmer near 50, and then into the afternoon, upper 70s by Friday. Still looking mostly dry, not tracking any rain until we get to Friday night, and then into the weekend, we'll likely see a few hit-and-miss showers and storms. So heads up for that weekend outlook. Keeping the chance for rain, but not looking like a washout. Those temps will be warmer in the 80s.
Thanks, Riley. That's all the time we have, but stick with us. We have much more news, weather, and sports coming up after a short break on News 12 at 6 o'clock. We'll see you then.